I did like being engaged, though. I didn't expect to like it that much, but something happens when you slip that ring on your finger. Something in your stupid lady lizard brain goes... Level completed. And you just kind of float through Target like, oh, am I better than everybody? What's that? No, I don't need help. Someone loves me. I'll find the towels right after I cancel therapy.
Gotta get a gay guy. Gotta get a gay guy to cut your hair, especially if you're a straight guy. See some straight dudes right now thinking, I don't want a gay guy touching my hair. Number one, it's 2020. Let's drop that shit. Huh? Number two, you're not thinking it through. You need a gay guy. Because number one, they're going to make you look fuckable. That's the deal, right? They're going to send you out there looking sexy. Also, gay guys give the best life advice. Amazing life advice. I remember sitting in the chair and he was like, real quick, what kind of conditioner do you use? And I'm like, I don't know, like Guardian Fructis or some shit? I don't know. He's like, okay, well, that's what poor people use. You want to look like a poor person? Huh? You want to go out there looking like one of the poors? If you want to look like a poor, then maybe don't come here.
I like having an immigrant parent. They wouldn't even let me do cool stuff. Like, when I was 13, I wanted to get a skateboard for my 13th birthday. And I asked my dad for a skateboard. I'll never forget what he said. I was like, hey, Dad, can I get a skateboard for my 13th birthday? My dad looked at me and he goes, you want a skateboard? You want a skateboard? Okay, how about this, okay? How about you get straight A's for the rest of your life, okay? And then you don't get a skateboard, okay? It's a good deal. You don't have a choice. It's a good deal. He didn't get me a skateboard, but for some cruel reason, he got me rollerblades. Yeah, it was like my dad was trying to be like, okay, you want a skateboard? You want a skateboard? Okay, how about this, okay? How about everybody thinks you're gay, okay? How's that? Happy birthday, you're gay now, okay?
It did make me realize two things, though, in watching it, right? It made me realize, one, I don't care about ghosts at all. Ghosts have never affected my life in any way. I don't have ghost friends. I've never met a ghost. I don't care about ghosts. And the second thing it made me realize is that ghosts are just rich people problems. That's it. Because ghosts only haunt houses. I've only lived in apartments. Yeah. I don't care about ghosts at all. Matter of fact, if you have a house, I hope you have a ghost. Yeah, you and your 401k. Yeah, that's what you get for being financially stable. You get a ghost. That's what you get. And you know, on top of that, if you have a duvet, I hope you have two ghosts and a gremlin. Yeah? But honestly, I don't know what a duvet is, but it sounds delicious. It sounds tasty. Okay, I'd eat a duvet. It sounds like it's on an Applebee's 2 for $20. I'll split duvets with all of y'all. Sounds like it goes good with breadcrumbs and sriracha. Oh, no. I'd eat one.
People don't like when women lie. They get very uncomfortable when women lie. That's my theory about why there's no female magicians. Never thought about that shit before? Because when men lie, we're like, whoa, magic. If there was a female magician after every trick, everyone in the audience would be like, I fucking knew it. But I tell you, I told you, you cannot trust these bitches. Sneaky bitches.
Roommate is training for a marathon, so we're pretty different, me and him. And he left the house the other night, went for a run. He calls me a little bit later. He goes, "Hey man, just got done with the run. Can you come and pick me up?" I was like, "Look, I don't know a whole lot about running, but shouldn't you end up back where you started? Isn't that the goal? You don't just Forrest Gump it out there, buddy. You gotta map this out." He was like, "I don't want to hear it. I'm exhausted. I just ran 10 miles." I'm like, wow, you ran 10 miles? Well, you're halfway done. Then just turn around and run back. I don't know what a K is, but you got a few left. So go ahead and knock those out.
Nobody has ever looked at a picture of a dick and been like, I love this picture. Ever. And I told him, I go, I know how you think women react when they get a picture of your dick. It's how you react when you get a boob on their phone. When a teenage boy gets a boob on his phone, they lose their mind. There have been a couple times when I've just heard this from the living room. Yes!
is immediately after a very painful breakup because your standards are so low. Oh, after I broke off my engagement, I was like, wow, all I want to do is make out with someone who hasn't seen me cry in the tub. Like, that's all I wanted. I just wanted a fresh one who didn't know I was crazy to come in like, you're not like other girls. I'm like, not yet. Oh, you're sitting across from him at dinner while he talks about his ex. You're like, whoa, she sounds nuts. But in your head, you're like, we would be friends. Which is what adults call you when they don't want to say loser in front of your parents. Yeah. That's what that means. If you don't know if you were a loser in middle school, let me help you out. You can tell if you were based on how you react to one key phrase. That phrase is, all right, for this next exercise, we're going to partner up. Ooh, a couple people felt it. Yeah, did your heart skip a beat and your stomach tighten? Maybe you peed a little bit? You were a loser, and I'm sorry you had to build your volcano alone. If you're sitting there like, I have no idea what you're talking about, I have beautiful, perfect Polly Pocket hair. Congratulations, prom queen. We all hate you.
I went on a date recently with this girl. She was a really hardcore feminist, which I'm cool with. But then at the end of the date, she wanted me to pay for dinner. I was like, come on. Can't be a feminist just for the good stuff. Every time a man pays for dinner, he should be allowed one sexist joke at the girl's expense. Like, if I've paid for dinner, then on the car ride home, she's like, oh, wish I had a ping pong table at my workplace. I get to be like, oh, come on. That'll never fit in the kitchen. Yeah, I told her that joke. She was not happy at all. She was like, that's really sexist. I was like, yeah, but it's thrifty, you know? Like, if you paid for dinner, I'd let you have one racist joke. That's a bargain. And she's like, yeah, your people love a bargain, don't they?
One time she cornered me in the bathroom and she was like, Melissa, I want you to never again be offended when a man calls you a bitch. Ever again. Because a bitch is just a woman that cannot be controlled by a man. Okay? All right. Don't believe me? Look it up in the dictionary, bitch. She got... And I just remember standing in that dark bathroom and I was like, holy shit, I really hope somebody calls me a bitch. I know just what to say. Which is a weird thought to have when you're 8. So, 8. I hope somebody calls me a bitch.
My parents think I'm dumb, and it's starting to bother me. My parents will still spell words out loud in front of me. Like I'm a toddler, and they're speaking in code, you know? I'm 27, all right? Can spell a little bit. I'm at dinner the other night. Mom looks over at my dad and goes, you know what, honey? It looks like Aaron needs to get a little EXERCISE. I was like, Mom, that is insulting, all right? I don't need an exorcist. You know what I mean? I'm fine. I don't know why. I'm fat. I'm not POSSESSE. That's a tough one. I don't know how to finish that.
Some good stuff. We are the happy people. That's a joke, okay? I didn't inhale. You want to see the flame? $5 each. We need to buy real clothes. It's 2,000.
It's weird. Like a normal person sleeps like this. Like a normal person is usually like. My grandpa does this. And it's really hard to jerk.
Like flies.
Somebody else play loud music and vacuum around their kids when they were sleeping as a baby. I did that. I did. The first thing that I worried about when I brought my kid home was how much sleep I was probably not going to get. I literally thought about how quiet I would have to pitter-patter around the house, or how often I'd have to have my headphones in because I love to jam. Y'all know, good vibes only over here. So this was my thought process. While she was asleep, if I needed a vacuum, I vacuumed. Now, in the beginning, she woke up a couple times, but she did get used to it. It got so good that when we were in the car and she was asleep, we'd still be bumping. I was able to have regular conversations with people at a normal volume right next to her. And within a month, my baby was sleeping from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. by herself in her own crib. I mean, there were a couple times where I woke up in the middle of the night and I heard these creepy little pitter-patters like running down the hallway, and it freaked me out. But overall, she's been great.
My dad, when he divorced my mother, he actually ended up marrying an 18-year-old senior in high school. It's crazy. I had to live through it. Don't act shocked. Jesus, like you were there. You wasn't helping me out. It was weird for me because I was 12 at the time, and she was in high school, and she would get kicked out of class all the time. And then she'd come back home, and she'd be like, you can't play any video games until you're done with your homework. Like, you just got suspended. What are you talking about? You're a dumb bitch. I hate you. And then I'd get in a fight with her, and my dad would have to come in the room and be like, hey, don't disrespect your stepmother. She's a great kid. So...
I'm not a good speller. I figured out why. It's because when I was a kid, I had to play that game Hangman a lot. Do y'all remember that game? Hangman? That is a violent way to learn how to spell. Like, when you think about it, it's a lot to put on a young kid, okay? I'm in 2nd grade. I don't even know who this guy is on the chalkboard or what he's been accused of, but if I don't spell tuberculosis correctly, I have to watch him die limb by limb, and it's my fault? How is it my fault? I'm 9 years old. I'm just learning the language. It rattled me, man. I'm 27 now, still can't spell restaurant. I have no idea. Is there a U in there? There might be a U. Nobody knows for sure. I think is there a U? There is a U. I got hard confirmation up here. There is a U. I don't know where it is in the word, but I know they snuck a U in there for some reason.
On me, in my head, and I could not. Sorry, if you love me, you wouldn't even do it up here. Like, you wouldn't even put yourself in that situation.
Anymore? Like calling your friend gay? It's like, hey man, you gay? He's like, what, you're saying I'm charismatic and perfectly groomed? That's a nice thing you ever said about me. I'm like, what? What's going on? It's just weird though. Like, we just kind of stopped saying that word as a negative. And I don't know if we're ready. I really don't. Like, not us, we're fine. But like teenage boys, man. Teenage boys need to be able to call their friends gay. How is a teenage boy going to make their friends do shit they don't want to do without that word? You know, like your mate's on a roof, you need him to jump off. What do? Hey man, jump off the roof. No, otherwise you're gay. And like, it has nothing to do with being homosexual, because if he's gay, it's not going to work. It's like, hey man, jump off the roof. No, otherwise you're gay. I am gay. Oh. Otherwise you're a pussy. Oh. It's not about saying what they are, it's saying what they're afraid of.
So I still do this as a sexually active adult. I pretend I'm not ready to have sex with someone new yet, just to make sure they're a good person first. I call it the gobstopper test. I go, oh, I'm not ready, is that okay? He's like, totally fine, no worries at all. And I'm like, Charlie, you won! Did it! I knew you could, my boy. Now come inside my chocolate factory. It's all for you!
Reactions are supposed to be your body's attempt at protecting you from harmful substances. Now, is it just me, or are they horrible at their jobs? Because you eat something bad, your body's like, yo, you just ate shellfish, but don't worry, I'm gonna protect you from dying. You're like, great, how? By dying.
You hear the magical sound, woo! One of two things will pop into your head. Either one, I'm okay, I'm fine. I can beat this. Or two, woo, I'm gonna go to jail.
Girls, you guys use way too many products. But guys don't use enough products, and that's way worse. Girls are like, this is my detangler, this is my lip scrub, this is my oil, this is my leave-in. Guys are like, I have one bottle. It's shampoo, conditioner, body wash, toothpaste, deodorant, detergent, chapstick, dish soap, mouthwash, and car wax. And it's an energy drink.
I'm the worst speller in the world. One time I spelled February with a W. But what do they say? Our whole lives miss. What do they say? Our whole lives about spelling. They go, hey, just sound it problem, everyone. You have to know how to sound it out. Example, restaurant. Restaurant. But that's not how you spell it. To sound it out properly, you have to sound it like a French person. Restaurant. And that's...
Broken up for about 4 years now. And I didn't start missing her up until last month when she decided to change the Netflix password. I don't know what I'm gonna do, guys. I miss her so much. I was halfway through Stranger Things. We got into a lot of arguments before we broke up. We argued all the time. And one of the biggest arguments we ever got into, she was like, Cam, we don't go out enough. We don't go on enough dates. We don't do enough things. She was like, honestly, I wouldn't have dated you if I knew you were this broke. I was like, what? Well, what did you think I meant when I said you're all that I have? What did you think that was? You thought that was a metaphor? I told you up front, you are my everything, okay? You and that Netflix are all I've got.
Pretty sure if North Korea was a kid in high school, he'd be the strange kid that no one really talks to. And America is always trying to find out what's in his locker. He's always like, what's in your locker, North Korea? Yo, come on, open up. Show me. North Korea's always like, ring me around, America! Oh, that's it, you're fucking dead, bro. And America pulls out a gun, obviously. But, luckily, Canada's there, and he's like, no, America, let's talk about our feelings. What's your problem, Canada? No, I think you're the one with the problem, America. China's starting to beat you in exams and sport, and you can't handle the fact you're no longer as dominant. What? What are you talking about? I'm still dominant. Hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go steal Jordan's lunch money, and Australia's gonna come with me. Won't you, Australia? Oh, fuck yeah, let's go, mate. Ladies, your reproductive system is a little bit like a spoiled brat that just throws a tantrum every month. And don't get me wrong, she works very hard. She prepares everything for you quite meticulously. Then she just kind of taps you on the shoulder and is like, so it's that time of month. Everything's ready, as usual. All I need is a little bit of sperm. Where is it? And you're like, I don't have any. Why not? Because I'm like 22 and I'm single and I don't really want a baby right now. Oh, you don't want a baby. You don't want a baby. What about me? What about what I want? Look, we've been through this conversation every month since I was 12. I'm not ready for a child. Oh, well then, fuck you. And she just tears everything down and just like, get rid of this egg yourself then, bitch.
If you have a friend who always texts you on my way and they haven't even left their place yet, the way I like to get back at them is every now and then, just at weird times of the day, send them a text in all caps that says, "Where are you? It's starting!" Oh, that's so crazy. My phone can...
Guys my age, not that careful. I don't know if any of you have tried to get a 20-something dude from a dating app to wear a condom lately, but it's sort of like trying to convince a 5-year-old to put a jacket on over his Halloween costume. It's like, no, you're gonna ruin it! So she gets about halfway down. Everybody's like, she's an angel, she's beautiful, she looked okay. And you ever go to a wedding like, huh, that's your best, interesting. So,
we know way more shit than you know. We see the text messages she didn't send to you. We know. We see the ones that are too crazy to even get to your phone. Because we're the ones that put a stop to that shit. We're the ones like, no, you're not going to kidnap his mom. Delete it.
That's what he asked me most recently. He goes, Cam, we're friends, right? I was like, of course we're friends. He goes, would you take a bullet for me? I was like, from a gun? Are there bullets I'm unaware of? First of all, you're overly confident in my ability to take a bullet. I'm built like drywall. Whoever's behind me is still gonna die. I'm not taking anything. Like shooting a ghost. Do you know how mad I'd be if I tried to be a good person and take a bullet for somebody and be like, I'm a hero, and they still died? I'd be like, I'm a good person. Did you still die? I could have just not got shot. Could have just grieved you. I don't even got health insurance like that. This is stupid. Now I'm in debt and my pancreas is gone.